NollyTalks viewers. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the latest 2026 Yoruba movie Arugba, the vessel. This is a deeply emotional and culturally rich drama that explores love, destiny, tradition, heartbreak, and the heavy burden of responsibility. It is a story that reminds us that sometimes the heart wants one thing, but destiny demands another. Let's get into it. The movie opens in a quiet, culturally rooted village where preparations are underway for a sacred annual festival. The air is filled with anticipation, traditional chants, and a sense of spiritual importance. At the center of this tradition is the Arugba, the vessel, a chosen young woman who carries the community's spiritual sacrifice to the river. This is a role is not ordinary. It is a sacred, it's powerful, and highly respected. It's but it also becomes with a heavy rule. The Arugba must remain pure. We are introduced to Efun, a calm, graceful, and humble young woman who has been chosen as the Arugba. The others believe she is worthy, pure in heart, disciplined, and spiritually aligned. The entire village celebrates her selection, but behind her calm appearance, Efun carries a secret. She is in love. Enter Ade, a passionate and determined young man played by Rotimi Salami. Ade is deeply in love with Efun, but unlike others, he doesn't see her as a sacred symbol. He sees her as a woman, someone he wants to build a life with. Their love is genuine, soft, and emotional, but it is also forbidden. In one of their early scenes, Ade visits Efun unexpectedly. The tension is immediate. Love mixed with fear. "I miss you," says softly. Efun looks away. "This love, it will destroy everything," she replies. That moment sets the tone for their relationship, love fighting against destiny. As the story unfolds, we see the emotional depth of their connection. They share memories, dreams, and quiet moments filled with affection. But every time they get close, reality pulls them apart. Effu constantly reminds Ade, "I'm not just a woman anymore, I am a vessel." Meanwhile, the village elders, led by a strong traditional leader, emphasize the importance of the spirit ritual. They speak of legacy, they speak of the gods, they speak of consequences. The hair that carries our legacy must not be stained one other ones. This reinforces the pressure on Efun. She is no longer living for herself, she is living for the entire community. But love is not something that can easily be controlled. As time passes, the emotional tension between Efun and Ade grows to grow stronger. Argument begin. Apologies follow. Promises are made and broken. At one point, Ade confesses boldly, I don't care about tradition, I choose you." But Efun turns between love and duty, responds with pain, "And I have no choice but to choose them." The movie beautifully portrays love as both beautiful and painful. In one powerful line, Efun says, "Love is sweet, but it is also wicked." This perfectly captures our internal struggle. Things take dramatic turn when a shocking revelation is made. Efun is pregnant. This moment changes everything. The secret trend is not only her position as Arugba, but also the owner of the entire community. Fear spreads quickly. Whispers begin. Tension rises. Ada is overwhelmed but ready to take responsibility. "We can leave. Start a new life," he suggests, but Efun refuses. "I cannot run from who I am," she says. The herders eventually find out what follows is intense. There is danger, disappointment, shock. The sacred tradition has been broken. Efun is summoned. The entire village gathers, and in that moment, she stands alone, caught between judgment and truth. But instead of denying it, Efun speaks with tears in her eyes. She says, "I am a human before I am a vessel." That line hits hard. It challenges everything. It challenges everything the community believes. Some elders call for punishment, others shows compassion. The village becomes divided. Meanwhile, family members step in, advices begin, voices of wisdom emerge. One elder man says, "A river does not stop flowing because of its overflowed once." This becomes a powerful metaphor for the entire story. Mistakes do not erase destiny, they reshape it. As the festival day approaches, the tension reaches its peak. The question remains, who will carry the vessel? Can Efun still fulfill her role, or has the destiny changed forever? In a surprising turn, the chief priest declares that the gods must decide. A spiritual process begins. Prayers are made, rituals are performed, the entire village waits in silence. The outcome is unexpected. Instead of rejection, there is message of mercy and transformation. Efun is not discarded. She is not destroyed. She is redefined. The story shifts from judgment to understanding, from tradition to evolution, from pain to growth. In the final sense, we see a new beginning. Efun chooses step away from the role, not in shame but in acceptance of her truth. Others stand by her. Their love, though tested, survives. The village begins to heal, and the tradition itself is questioned, not abandoned but re-examined. The movie ends with a powerful reflection. Destiny is not always what we are given. Sometimes it is what we choose after a fall. Final thoughts. Arugba the Verso is a deeply moving story that teaches us love is powerful, but it comes with consequences. Tradition is important, but it must allow room for humanity. Mistakes do not define us, they refine us. And sometimes the greatest strength is choosing your truth. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to NollyTalks for more powerful movie stories. Until next time, keep watching, keep feeling, and stay inspired.
What do you mean?
Auntie,
Eh?
ìyàwó mi dà.
Ìyàwó rẹ ní jókòó.
Omitola ìyàwó mi ni mo béèrè náà, mo kàn jí lókè sí mi ò bá lókè.
Ẹ̀yin méje béèrè olú àlùsí wo la wá ń bí mi. No be two of you sleep together, ẹ̀yin méjì kọ́lẹ̀ sùn mọ́jú ni. I don't get.